Bringing you news you won't remember next week from all around the world. It's time for the news. Let's go. If you came here for updates on the Hollywood actors writers strike, Xbox Live being dead after 20 years, Ariana Grande not wearing her wedding ring at Wimbledon, or the Island Boys making out on camera? No. 10 of the weirdest things people left in hotel rooms, including a tarantula and a cat. Inside life of a real-life Barbie who fears she'll scare off potential Kens with extreme look. My husband wants an open marriage but changed his mind after I got 2,000 matches on Tinder, or 15 years married but your wife refuses to meet your in-laws. You've come to the right place. Stories from the Mirror, TMZ, and other dubious websites. Let's get you some weird news for this 18th day of July, which means it's National Caviar Day. Or if you're not caviar posh like me, it's National Sour Candy Day. Let's get you some news. Let's go. So I was reading this article the other day about a woman who has been married for 15 years and has never met her in-laws. And I gotta say, I feel for her. I mean, who wants to meet their in-laws? They're like strangers who are related to you, and who likes strangers? No one. But this woman takes it to the next level. She's so averse to meeting her husband's family that she walks on her knees to avoid being noticed, like some kind of ninja trying to sneak up on them. And apparently, she's only appeared on video chat once to say hello before disappearing. That's like a cryptic sighting. Like, I saw her once, but she vanished into thin air. Come on. Now her husband's siblings are pestering her to introduce them to his wife, and he's getting tired of making excuses. I mean, how many times can you say, sorry, she's in the witness protection program, before people start asking questions? But this woman is adamant. She hates appearing on video and has no idea what to say. Personally, I think she should go with the classic small talk, like, so, how about them Yankees? Did you hear about that new restaurant that opened up in town? Have you tried walking on your knees to avoid being spotted by your in-laws on camera? Excellent openers, lady. Give them a shot. But seriously, I get it. Meeting the in-laws can be nerve-wracking. You never know if they're going to love you or hate you or try to sacrifice you to their pagan gods. It's a crapshoot. But at some point, you gotta bite the bullet and do it. I mean, this woman has been married for 15 years. That's longer than most Hollywood marriages. The AI jokes still suck. So to answer her question, yes, she is being unreasonable, but hey, we're all a little unreasonable sometimes. I mean, I haven't left my house in 3 days because I'm convinced that the sun is trying to kill me. It's called being human. Next story. I'm named after a luxury clothing brand. It's tacky and embarrassing. Change your name. What is it with people leaving things in hotel rooms? I mean, you check in with your bags, your clothes, your toiletries, your dignity, and yet somehow, on the way out, you manage to forget one thing you really needed. Your pet tarantula. Well, that's right, folks. According to reports, someone left their pet tarantula named Hercules in a hotel room. And not just any hotel room, mind you. A travel lodge, because nothing says luxury living like a budget hotel chain. Some of the strangest items left behind in hotel rooms include a premarital agreement, a wooden foot, a suitcase full of Prince George memorabilia, a 5-foot unicorn made from flowers, a Persian chinchilla cat, and a 65-year-old bonsai tree. But the thing that really gets me is the gingerbread village someone left behind. I mean, who leaves behind a whole village made out of cookies? Were they planning on living there forever? Sorry, folks, I can't leave. I have to defend the gingerbread people from the candy cane monsters. Knock it off. And then there's the life-size cardboard cutout of Joey Essex. For those of you who don't know who Joey Essex is, he's a reality TV star here in the UK. and apparently someone thought it was a good idea to bring a life-size cutout of him on vacation. But the thing that really surprised me is that the most commonly forgotten item in a But the thing that really surprised me is the most commonly forgotten item is a mobile phone charger.
I got my charger, my charger. I got my charger, my charger. I got my charger, my charger. Charger, ooh, charger, ooh, charger, ooh.
Get your charger. So you must remember your charger. And I love how Travelodge donates the items to charity if they are not collected within 3 months. Can you imagine going to the British Heart Foundation and seeing an urn with someone's father's ashes on the shelf? That's what's going to happen. So if you stay in a hotel room, make sure you double check your belongings before you leave. If you don't want to be the person who left behind their pet tarantula or gingerbread village, or worse, a life-size cutout of me. I mean, I'm flattered, but I don't want to scare off the housekeeping staff. Next story. People disturbed to discover how hot dogs are made with grim meat puree. I hear vegans cheering all over the world right now. People traumatized to discover how vegan sausages are really made. Anyway, so this woman's husband wants an open marriage, but then changes his mind when she gets 2,000 matches on Tinder. I mean, come on, buddy. You can't handle a little competition? If you're gonna suggest an open marriage, you gotta be prepared for the consequences. And I love how she uploaded unflattering pictures of herself and still got 2,000 matches. It just goes to show you that even the most average looking person can be a catch on Tinder. But seriously, folks, this situation is a mess. It's one thing to suggest an open marriage, but it's another thing entirely to get angry when your partner actually takes you up on it. It's like suggesting a threesome and get jealous when your partner's having more fun than you. And I love how people are suggesting that the wife should find other ways to excite her husband. The comments were like, buy a sports car, get a motorcycle, go skydiving. Yeah, because those things are totally comparable to cheating on your spouse. Hey honey, instead of sleeping with other people, how about we go bungee jumping this weekend or something? Don't be ridiculous. It's like they've never heard of couples therapy or counseling. But in all seriousness, folks, if you're considering suggesting an open marriage, you need to be prepared for the consequences. And if you're not prepared for your partner to actually take you up on it, then maybe it's not the best idea. Because once you open that Pandora's box, there's no going back. And you might just end up with 2,000 matches on Tinder and a whole lot of regret. Next story. Smelly Burger King burger with whopping 20 slices of cheese leaves diners disgusted. Blech, I'm disgusted. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so we've got a real life Barbie on our hands here. Meet Katie, the woman who models her clothes, her car, and even her dream house after the iconic doll. And get this, she only wears the color pink. I mean, talk about commitment to a brand. Now, I know what you're thinking. Vaughn, that's a lot of pink. And you're not wrong. I mean, I like a good pink shirt as much as the next guy, but Katie takes it to a whole new level. She even worries that her extreme look will scare off potential partners. I mean, I can't imagine why. It's not like she's trying to look like a giant piece of cotton candy or anything. But you gotta hand it to her, folks. Katie knows what she likes, and she's not afraid to show it. She's been dressing up in all pink since she was a toddler. And she even had a big collection of over 100 Barbie and Bratz dolls. That's dedication. And during the lockdown in 2020, Katie's love for pink became an addiction. I mean, can you blame her? We were all stuck at home with nothing to do, but Katie took the opportunity to express herself more and add even more pink to her life. She even has new collection alerts on her apps and only buys pink clothing. That's some serious dedication. I love it. And with the upcoming Barbie film, she's even looking to paint the outside of her blue car entirely pink. She's not just living the Barbie lifestyle. She's in it to win it So let's give it up for the real life Barbie, Katie, and her commitment to the color pink. And who knows, maybe we'll all be inspired to add a little more color to our lives, but maybe not as much as Katie here. I mean, let's not get carried away, folks. That's enough for that, you guys. If you're listening and you want to watch, head over to YouTube, search V3TVV, or Rumble, you can search V3TV UK, or you can go to v3tv.uk website, and the stuff is over there. You can see the short clips on Instagram, at The Weird News. We have V3TV News. I don't know why we aren't using V3TV News instead of the Weird. Is the Weird News with a Z? I don't have answers, you guys. So you can follow that Instagram page. Why do we have V3 TV News and we're not using it? Have a great week, people of Earth. Stay human.